Good morning. Welcome to a new session of this video classes. In this video class, we will discuss about the construction working of gyroscope, and then we will go to the precision of equinaxis of the earth. These two topics are very important topics, excellent topics. The first one, gyroscope, is a device. Okay, it's an instrument in which there is a precisional motion. Precision will take place. Just in the previous class, we discussed about the precision of the spinning top. Spinning top possesses two types of motion simultaneously. One is it's a spin around its own axis, and the other one is the precision, that is the rotation of its spinning axis about a vertical axis. And I said that this is a very beautiful situation where two different motions are simultaneously observed in case of spinning top, and I said that spinning top is very important body in order to discuss so many other things as far as the rotations of the rigid body is concerned. And our present topic is also the a premium example for what this one, the precisional motion, which makes a precisional motion depends upon the spinning top, the rotation or the motion of the spinning top. That is what is known as the gyroscope. Gyroscope, a beautiful device, very important device, which is having so many applications in so many regions of science and technology. Okay, right. Gyroscope is a device that uses Earth's gravity to help to determine the orientations at different places. Okay, orientations of a place at a particular point on the surface of the earth. Okay, that's why what is the basic use of gyroscope? Gyroscope is a device that uses the Earth's gravity. It uses Earth's gravity. By means of Earth's gravity, it will make precisional motion. And also there is another kind of motion that will comes, okay, in this one, okay, that is nutation. We will see all these things, okay, step by step. But in the beginning, this is used to determine the orientations of different places. Okay, actually the word gyroscope is extracted from ancient Greek. It is a device used to measure and maintain used to measure or maintain orientations and angular velocities. It means that if this gyroscope is used in an aeroplane, for example, when this is used in an aeroplane, by means of this one, we can able to measure the orientations and angular velocities and also maintain the required orientations and required angular velocities in the course of motion of that particular vehicle, that is the aeroplane. This is for an example. Okay, that's why gyroscope is a device used for measuring or maintaining orientations and angular velocities. It is a spinning wheel or a disc in which the axis of rotation is free to assume any orientation by itself. What is this one? What is the basic part of the gyroscope? The basic part of the gyroscope is a spinning wheel or a disc about some axis. That is what is known as the axis of self-rotation. Now, this axis of self-rotation can adjust by itself at any desired orientation by itself. Okay, it will orient or it will free to move, okay, in a particular orientation depends upon the spin of the disc. Okay, that is the superiority of what this one, the gyroscope. Right. When rotating, the orientation of this axis is unaffected by tilting or a rotation of the mountaining according to the conservation of angular momentum. This is also very, very important. Again, I will take the example of aeroplane. For example, aeroplane is, okay, a gyroscope is placed in a moving aeroplane. The aeroplane is moving. While it is moving, the whole aeroplane will tilt or will rotate. Okay, it moves in curved path. It tilts, it goes up and down, it tilts and it rotates. Even though it moves up and down, it tilts, it rotates. Okay, the gyroscope that is there in that particular vehicle, that is the aeroplane. Okay, then its course of motion, its state of rotation doesn't changes. It means that the orientation of the axis of the gyroscope, the orientation of the axis of the spinning disc in the gyroscope doesn't affected by the tilting or rotating or moving up and down or any kind of changes that are taking place in the path followed by the aeroplane. That is very, very important thing. It means that it's the spin of the disc of the gyroscope and the moment of the axis of the gyroscope is not affected by the device where it is placed. Right. The center of gravity of rotor can be fixed in a position. Actually, the rotating disc, the center of gravity of the rotating disc is fixed at a particular position. Okay, right. Another thing, the rotor simultaneously spins. Rotor means the rotating system. Okay, the rotating system or the disc spins about one axis and capable of oscillating about two other axes. Very important thing. Now this spinning disc, a disc spins around its own axis. That disc and its axis together, we will term it as a system. This system, what will happen? It will spins and it is capable of oscillates. It oscillates also. The entire system oscillates also. While it is spinning, it also oscillates in two different axes. And it is free to turn in any direction. In the beginning itself, I just said that the axis can turn in any direction about the fixed point. Okay, right? Okay, gyroscope, of course, is a device containing a rapidly spinning wheel and it is used to detect the deviation of the object from the desired orientation. I said that it is used to find the orientations. Therefore, it is also used to detect the deviation of an object from the desired orientation. For example, while it is placed in a moving aeroplane and the aeroplane is said to be moved in a particular orientation, and if any deviation comes in the orientation of the motion of the aeroplane, then the gyroscope can able to detect that one and it will help us to change the or rectify the orientation. Okay, therefore it can able to detect the deviations of an object from its desired orientation. Right. Okay. And gyroscope is used in a compass and automatic pilot on ship and aircrafts. Of course, these are the real applications of the gyroscope. Gyroscope is used in compass, automatic pilots on ships and aircrafts, in steering mechanisms of torpedoes, and in the inertial guidance systems installed in the space and launching vehicles, ballistic missiles, and orbiting satellites. Of course, more or less, the gyroscope is used in the ships, automatic pilots on the ships, aircrafts, guided missiles, launching vehicles, ballistic missiles, and orbiting satellites. It means that it is a wide range of application in the technology and in the, of course, so many sophisticated instruments and so many sophisticated vehicles as far as the the journeys and of course the mission of space is concerned. Okay, right. Gyroscope was first invented and named in the 19th century by French physicist Jean Bernard, Leonard Foucault. Leon Foucault. Actually, this was first invented in the 19th century and named it as gyroscope by Foucault. Okay, it was not until, it means that it was first used in the year 1908 that a German inventor, okay, Kampfer, developed the first workable gyroscope, gyrocompass. First workable gyrocompass was designed in the year 1908 by a German inventor who is known as Coyemphoff. Okay, right. He was created. It was created to use in the submarines. Actually, it was created to use in the submarines. Okay, right. In the year 1909, it was used to create the first autopilot. Okay. It was used first in the autopilot in the year 1909. This is the about the gyroscope. And if we observe the what is one, so far what we explained, okay, can be observed here. This one is a spinning disc about this axis. What is this one? About this axis. Okay, the spinning disc about this axis is known as rotor. Okay, now the axis is fixed to this frame. The axis is fixed to this frame. Okay, the axis of the spinning disc is fixed to this plane. It means that while the rotor rotates, and when what will happen when the axis gets its own position, it means that it can oscillate in this way. Therefore, this frame can move in this direction for the desired position of this axis. Right now, this frame is also attached to this frame, this horizontal frame or this frame. Okay, this frame, the vertical frame is of course not vertical. This frame is attached to this frame. Okay, and of course ultimately the outer frame is connected to the frame of the gyroscope. This is the frame of the gyroscope. Okay, this is known as the one gimbal, and this is known as the other gimbal. Okay, this is the one gimbal, and of course this is also known as other gimbal. Okay, this frame, these two frames, this circular frame and this circular frame is known as the gimbals. Okay, right. This is about the construction of what is one gyroscope. Of course, you can able to view this one in the other side also. This is our rotor, spinning disc. This is the axis. This axis is connected to this gimbal, or it means that this circular frame, and this circular frame is again connected to this circular frame, and of course the final circular frame is tightly held with the outer frame or the original frame of the gyroscope. Original frame of the gyroscope. Okay, gyroscope outer arrangement. Outer gyroscope outer arrangement. Okay. For the convenience of your understanding, again this was shown to you very conveniently. See this one? This is the disc. This is the axis. The axis is connected to this frame. Okay. The axis can move up and down or in this way. While this axis, while the rotor spins, then what will happen? The axis of the spinning rotor can move in this direction or in this direction. Okay. Here in the diagram, the axis of the spinning disc is shown as the x direction. Okay. Its frame. This is connected to this frame. This frame is shown as y direction, and of course the outer frame is this outer frame. The outer frame with which it is connected is shown as the z axis. Okay, z axis. Therefore, as shown in this diagram, when this rotor spins, the axis of the rotor, that is the x-axis, can oscillate in x direction. In y direction and also in z direction. It means that it can oscillate in this direction or it can oscillate in this direction, and according to its oscillations or motion, either in this direction or in this direction, the immediate frame and the outer frame, both they will move accordingly. Both they move accordingly. This is what is the construction of what is one gyroscope. Now the remaining part of the gyroscope can be explained to you using the student material. Right. Here we want to discuss about the construction, working of gyroscope, and of course ultimately we will say the applications again. Gyroscope is a device that uses Earth's gravity. It uses Earth's gravity to determine the orientation of places and navigation. Orient of the places means it is used to determine the angular orientation of that particular place, and navigation. Navigation means the path followed by a certain vehicle. The path followed by a certain vehicle. Okay, in the air. Okay, it totally determines the path followed by that one. Path followed means the position and its orientation. Right. It uses Earth's gravity. That is very important thing. By means of the Earth's gravity only the disc rotates. Right. It is a device consisting of a wheel or a disc which can spin rapidly about an axis, and its axis itself changes its direction very freely. Already I said to you. It works on the principle of law of conservation of angular momentum. Okay, that is very common thing. Okay, every spinning or rotating body will work on the law of conservation of angular momentum. Gyroscope is defined as a symmetrical spinning body. For example, if you want the definition of a gyroscope is defined as a symmetrical body whose center of gravity coincides with a fixed point about which it spins. Its spinning axis rotates. Its spinning axis rotates. Okay, gyroscope is defined as a symmetrical spinning body whose center of gravity coincides with this fixed point about which its spinning axis rotates. It means that the spinning axis rotates. Rotates means it precesses. Okay, it precesses. Okay, then while it is precessing, it will precesses about a fixed point. That fixed point will coincide the center of gravity of the gyroscope. Okay, therefore, okay, the spinning disc center of gravity is nothing but the fixed point about which the axis of the rotor can rotate or can precesses. That motion is known as the precessional motion. It consists of a heavy wheel whose moment of inertia is very high, and it is called the rotor. Of course, heavy wheel, it is known as the rotor. It spins about an axle passing through its center of mass. It spins about on an axle. Okay, that axle is known as the axis. The wheel can rotate freely in any direction. The wheel can rotate in any direction with the help of double pivoted two circular rings R1 and R2. Double pivoted two circular rings as I shown already to you. Okay, right? This is one circular ring, and this is the outer circular ring, and this is our rotor. Okay, this is our rotor. Now the thing is what I am telling, the wheel can rotate freely in any direction with the help of double pivoted circular rings R1 and R2. It means that okay, the wheel with the axle can rotate in any direction. In any direction. Okay, that direction will be helpful. That direction will be supported by two rings R1 and R2. But R1 and R2 will adjust themselves depends upon the direction of rotation of what is this one, the rotor. That is very interesting thing. That's why whatever the direction of motion, whether the vehicle moves up or down, whether the aeroplane moves up or down, or it tilts, or it curved, it suddenly takes curves, whatever it might be, the what is this one, the position of the rotating position or the position of this rotor. Okay, the whole entire device will be at what is known definite state of rotation or precision. That is very important point. Right. If any torque is applied perpendicular to the axis of the rotation, if any torque is applied perpendicular to the axis of rotation, the axis makes precessional motion. Yes. Okay. If any torque applies, acts perpendicular to the axis of rotation. Yes. Yes, gravity will act in a direction perpendicular to the axis of rotation. Therefore, the axis will make precessional motion. This produces a spin axis to oscillate up and down about its mean position because of the, first of all, the disc rotates. okay, about an axis. Then because of the gravity, some torque is acting in a direction perpendicular to the axis. Therefore, the axis precises. What will happen? The axis precises. When the axis precises, so the axis and the rotor, the entire system now will oscillate up and down. It means that it moves up and down. It means that how many motions are there? One is the spin motion. The other one is the precessional motion of what is this one? The axis. Precessional motion of the axis. What is the third one? Because of this one, the entire system moves up and down, Okay, that is the third motion. That's why this kind of motion is known as nutation. This is what is known as nutation. Okay, nutation is possible because of what is known ring 1 and ring 2, the supporting things. Okay, right. Rate of precession. Already we observed that rate of precession means omega p. The angular velocity of the precession is inversely proportional to the angular momentum, that is I omega. This was observed in case of spinning top. Okay, right. Due to this reason, it has greater stability of axis of rotation. That is very important thing. Rate of precession is inversely proportional to the angular momentum or the moment of inertia. Due to this reason, greater stability of axis of rotation is the characteristic of gyroscope. It means that the axis of rotation, gets the greater stability of its motion because the precessional motion is inversely proportional to the angular momentum. Angular momentum is very high. Therefore, precessional rate is very less. Therefore, more stability is there for this one, the total thing. Okay, right. Of course, this is again the diagram drawn here in the notes. This is the rotor. This is the axle supported by the first ring R1, and this ring is further supported by ring R2. The ring R2 is ultimately connected to the frame. Okay, right. Rotating disc or spinning is the rotor. Spinning axis is known as the axle. R1, R2 are the rings. Right. Now come to the point. Just now we was informed that when some torque is acting in a direction perpendicular to the axis of the spinning disc, then the axis makes precessional motion, and as it is connected to ring 1 and ring 2, this entire system, what is the entire system? Axle and the disc, rotor and the disc will move up and down. It makes oscillates. That moment is known as, that kind of motion is known as nutation. We will see all these things now here. Okay, by means of theory also, and we will determine the precessional velocity also. The precessional rate of the spin axis is maintained by the gravitational torque. Actually, the precession is due to the gravitational torque. What is the gravitational torque acting on the disc? Not a disc. Actually, of course, disc or the axle. Torque is equal to gravitational force into perpendicular distance. What is gravitational force? Mg into what is the perpendicular distance? R. What is M? Mass of the disc. What is R? Okay, this is the radius of the earth, because the distance between that gyroscope and the center of the earth is nearly equal to the radius of the earth. That's why mgr is the gravitational torque acting on the gyroscope. Right. When the disc is rotating, the gravitational force supplies the necessary precessional torque. Okay, the necessary precessional torque is now supplied by means of the gravitational torque. It is very familiar to you. Of course, all these things are very familiar to us as far as the spinning torque is concerned. Therefore, the precessional torque is nothing but the gravitational torque, and the precessional velocity omega p is equal to, as derived in the spinning torque, it is tau by I omega. Tau means mgr by, I means mk square into omega. Will cancel. Now the precessional velocity of the gyroscope omega p is equal to gr by k square omega. What is g? Acceleration due to gravity. What is r? Radius of the earth. What is k? It is radius of, what is r? Radius of the earth. What is k? Radius of gyration of the spinning top. radius of gyration of the gyroscope. Radius of gyration means the distribution of the mass of the disc. The distribution of the mass of the disc. What is omega? Spin angular velocity. Omega is the spin angular velocity. Omega p is the rotational angular velocity. Now, time period. Okay, time period of rotational motion. Okay, period of rotational motion means the time taken to complete one precession. That is t is equal to one rotation. Rotation means one rotation. That is 2 pi by omega p. That is equal to 2 pi into what is omega p? Gr by k square omega. Therefore, 2 pi k square omega by gr. This is the time period of precessional motion. It means that this is the time taken to the one rotation of the axis of the disc of the gyroscope, spinning disc of the gyroscope, in the motion of precision. That is very, very important. In case of gyroscope, when precisional motion is started, with a high rate, it means that when precisional motion is started with rapidly, it means that the precisional motion is rapid. Then the axis raises up. When the precisional motion started at low rate, if the precisional motion started at low rate, if the precisional motion is very slowly starting, then the axis will falls. Therefore, depends upon the nature of the precessional motion. High rate and low rate of the precessional motion, the axis will rises and falls. This kind of motion is known as notation. Rises and falls means this is an oscillatory motion. This kind of oscillatory motion in this device is known as the nutation. That's why, for your understanding, again I am telling that in gyroscope there are three types of motions. One is the spinning disc about its own axis, with some angular velocity, spin angular velocity. Second one, the axis of the spinning disc, rotates, which is known as the precessional motion because of the gravity. Now, third one, these two will produce that the axis of the rotation will move up and down, raises and falls, which is nothing but an oscillatory motion. That kind of motion is nutation. The entire, all these motions are taking place in the gyroscope. Depends upon the gravitational force acting on that one. Depends upon the gravitational force acting on that one. At different places, depends upon the orientation. But this is not affected by the motion of the vehicle where it is placed. That is the motion of the aeroplane where it is placed. The course of motion of the aeroplane, whether it is moves up and down, whether it raises suddenly up and down, rises up and falls down, whether it tilts left and right, whether it takes the curves, whatever it might be, the state of motion, the three types of motion, that is the nutation, precision and spin of the gyroscope is not affected by the vehicle's motion. It depends upon the gravity and the location and the orientation of the location. Therefore, it will decide the orientation of location. Right? Applications of gyroscope. The principle of gyroscope is used in the construction of gyro compass. What is a gyro compass? Gyro compass will give the orientation of a particular place. That is what is known as gyro compass. Gyro compass is used in ships to find the direction of sailing and navigation. They are used in the ships and aeroplanes in order to find the direction of sailing and navigation. Navigation is the total course of motion. They are used in automated balancing bicycles. They are also used in the automated balancing bicycles. Race cycles. They are also used in the automatic balancing bicycles. They are used in the military for the guided missiles. Very important. Guided missiles. In order to decide the course of motion of a guided missile, Okay, gyroscope is one of the very important part. They are used to detect all the changes in the orientation. Yes, it is used to determine the changes of orientation of an aeroplane or a spaceship and etc. and etc. Gyroscope behavior is used in the racing car industry. Yes, it is also used in the racing car industry. They are used in the aeroplanes, space vehicles to measure the orientations and their changes, the orientations of the course of motion and of course any changes in order to rectify them. This is about a beautiful device, an excellent device, okay, a valuable device, okay, the gyroscope, which has a wide range of applications in many fields in the present day technology, okay, right? This is about what is known as the gyroscope. See you in the next class.